See, there's certain things that God already has in the account. And it's just on hold. You don't even understand. You have no idea what God is doing. You have no idea what God is doing. I had a friend of mine that was believing God for a building, and he didn't understand what God was doing. And in fact, when he went there to put his deposit down, somebody came in, another business, and outbid him on the building, and he was upset with God. The prophetic word of the Lord came to me, and I picked up the telephone and called him. And I said, the Lord says, trust me. He says, well, you watch and see what I will do within the next year. And the business that came in and bought the building, they put a brand new roof on the building and a brand new heating and air conditioning system in the building that cost, the roofing was over $300,000. And then the AC unit was about $150,000. And then they turned around, and that same person who held the building, made those improvements, turned around and sold it back to the same man for the original asking price a year later. He didn't understand. God was saying, wait, if you just trust me, I'm working on something, because you don't even have the money to make the improvements that this building needs. See, God can see some stuff that you can't even see if you just wait. I'm just saying, delay is not denial. It is not denial. I'm just telling you, delay is not denial. It is not denial. And here's what the devil is trying to do. Have you ever called a place of business, and then they put your call on hold, and then you're listening to music? And you can get so frustrated that you're tempted to hang up, but if you hang up, you lose your place in line. And you got to start all over again. Anybody know what I'm talking about? And you know, it's like I just put it on speakerphone and I just go on about my business and do something else. I'm just telling you, I'm so thankful for speakerphone, because it makes it where I can multitask and I can work on something else. And so my focus is not on the impatience of what I'm waiting on, it's what I'm working on. You got to always have something that you are working on while you're waiting on. You will frustrate yourself out of your wits' end when you're just waiting on something and not working on something. That's why an idle mind is the devil's workshop. You got to be working on something. In fact, you show what you are waiting on by showing what you're working on. Let me just tell you this. Can I? Well, the single folks, raise your hand. Single folks. Oh my God, let me prophesy to you. Because here's the deal. I've watched people lay out this thing about the type of person that they want as their mate, the type of woman they want, the type of man, in great specificity. I mean, I've seen them write it out to the grade of hair that they have, the color of eyes that the person has, all of these kinds of things, the kind of money that they make, all of these kinds of things. And they put all of the focus on the other person, but here's the question that you have to ask. What kind of person do I have to become to attract this kind of person? See, the emphasis, that kind of person is looking for a certain kind of person. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And so if I become this, I'm just telling you, now you know the bishop has vocabulary. Now, had my wife been one of those people, sort of ghetto fabulous, you know, yeah, what up, shout out, what you doing? Excuse me? I was in high school and people be asking me, hey, what's happening? What it is? I said, good morning, thank you. You know, so you don't have to step to me correct, because I'm looking for somebody who knows how to speak the King's English. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. What you are. Homegirl so bad, sometimes she's had to correct the bishop's English. You attract what you are. You attract what you are, you attract what you are. So don't just put down what you want. Ask the question, what do I have to become? Because you never have to pursue that which you have the power to attract. So the question is, who do I need to become? What do I need to become? How do I need to add value to myself? You ever notice that people who are in a certain caliber, a certain class, they marry folks that's in a certain caliber? Because you attract what you are. You attract what you are, not what you want. So put your focus on what you have the power to control. what you have the power to control, and then wait on the Lord. Allow this thing to be a time where you're developing, because maybe your time of being on hold is so that God is giving you time to make yourself all that you can be, so that you'll attract all that you want.